Alright, it is way too early, as you can tell from the clock. Today, we're going to talk about Rebel Roasters coffee. Before I get too into it, I've been meaning to make a video about how to make coffee that doesn't suck, because a lot of people drink just terrible coffee and they have no idea. And this is a local coffee roaster. I met him just a couple days ago, and I'm so excited that there is someone in my town roasting coffee. You can buy his coffee online, and I hope you do. And it's worth the price that you pay. I paid full price. It's not a sponsored video. If he says, "Oh man, I loved your video, thank you, I want to give you some free coffee," I'm going to tell him, "No, I want to pay for it." I remember being where you are, and that was a dark time in my life. And you're welcome, because this video will change your life if you're not there yet. Alright, there's three really important things to coffee. The first thing is water, and you have to have good tasting water. I feel like the water here tastes good, but I've lived in places where the water tastes bad, and I would use bottled mineral water. If you live in a place where the water tastes bad and you use that water to make coffee, then your coffee is going to taste bad. Duh. If you like to drink the water where you're at, then your coffee won't taste bad. There's a couple of ways to make coffee. I did not get much sleep last night, so I'm just going to make French press, which is very easy. Well, gosh dang, looks what's in the sinks. Guess even though I'm super freaking tired, you're going to see how to do pour over. What you should not do is buy ground up coffee and put it in a machine, because those machines make terrible coffee. So the first thing you gotta do with your roasted coffee, that's the second thing that's important for coffee, is freshly roasted beans. If you buy ground up coffee from the store or online, it will have been roasted a long time ago and ground a long time ago and pretty much lost everything that makes coffee good. So you buy beans and you grind them at home in a grinder. Look at how good that looks. Oh man, those are beautiful beans. To compare, here's what I drink most days, which is kind of this burnt shit that doesn't cost very much, but I like to splurge and drink some good coffee. Look at the difference. So the third thing that's important for making coffee is the temperature of the water. So this thing's going to be rolling, boiling, and if you just pour that over your coffee, you burn it. It's very dumb. Don't do that. Don't be dumb. And when I do pour over, I put it in this gooseneck fancy $100 thing that pours, so that you can. It's kind of stupid. You shouldn't spend $100 on a pour thing, but if you want the best coffee, you will. Anyway, don't burn your coffee. And that's part of why I say those machines suck, is because they boil the water and then they pour it directly over your coffee. So this is a super stupid fancy $100 thing. The way it works is you pour it slightly and that puts out like a little bit amount of water. And that you can use this. You can just pour it directly over the coffee, and that's fine, but it's not quite as good. So I spent $100 to make slightly better coffee, and you should definitely make fun of me, and you should definitely not buy something like this, especially from this brand. They they have their shit made in China. It's not the highest quality, but they charge you as if they had it made in the US. Don't buy from these people. It's a beautiful looking product. It costs too much. It's shit quality. And I've made a review about how their coffee maker over here This thing, you know, I thought the idea would be cool, but that thing just sucks. Don't buy anything from them. Oh, you know how much of a stupid nerd I am. I even bought their fancy cup. Now, I bought that when it was on sale. Yeah, it has their name on it, fellow. But they're so hard to hold. They look cool. Just don't buy anything from them. It's a waste of money. All right, coffee ground. Filter is pre-wet. I'm not so tired I forgot to pour out the water. We're going to bloom it. So what that means is you put water on it and you let it gas for 30 seconds before you do the rest of the extraction. And you see how this coffee looks? It's like got all these different colors. It's not black. It's all these shades of brown, and it's blooming. It's raising up. It's bubbling. The coffee you have doesn't do that. And the coffee you have tastes bad. This stuff tastes amazing. And a lot of people don't realize good coffee, you don't need to put sugar in it for it to not taste bad. Good coffee has all these complex flavors that it's more complicated than wine, actually. I'm not even nearly sophisticated to appreciate this fine coffee. But again, if you want to support a small business, Rebel Roasters, and it's just a guy and his wife out of his house. And I mean, I've had coffee at this grade before, but it's never been from a small family owned. I am really excited about supporting them. And if you like coffee, which almost all of you drink, then you should frickin' try and buy a bag from him. And if you don't have a grinder, he will pre-grind it for you if you want. He has a lot of customers that ask him to do that. Okay, it's been past 30 seconds. It's done blooming. Let's pour the water over it. So I'm gonna put just a little half and half. And the rest is coffee. And that's it. Unless you're my wife and you like a little coffee with all of your half and half. Don't do that. And definitely don't put sugar, because that just ruins it. After a few days of drinking coffee without sugar, try it with sugar again. It'll just taste terrible to you. And I promise this is not a sponsored video at all, but when I looked on his website after talking to him in person, I saw he makes this stuff, and I just couldn't help but tell him I wanted to try some, and now I'm freaking addicted. It's amazing. It's I'd heard of this stuff and never tried it. Coffee concentrate. So it's cold brew. I don't really understand how he makes it. It probably has crack in it because it's so good. But it says on the bottle, try it over ice cream. And now I'm ruined on ice cream. I put a little bit on some vanilla ice cream, and it was like heaven. I know this sounds like a sponsored video, and you could make fun of me for that. Bacon. Bet you can hear that. Bet you're hungry now. Subscribe. Watch. Bacon.